I believe I mentioned this before, but once we get the concept of all this, it will be much easier for us. And as we read earlier, depression does show up in the scripture. I mean, even Job, we all know the story of Job. Job had depression. We all seen what he lost. He lost his wealth. He lost his cattle. He lost his children. But he didn't lose his own wife. But his own wife told him to curse God and move on, basically. And no, Job was not in good circumstances at that time. And I was trying he was trying to explain to his friends what happened, but they didn't say anything to him. They just stared at him for, I don't know how long it was, 6 or 7 days, I believe it was. And I was told they even laughed at him too. And when they did get close to Job, they didn't have no empathy. I guess they still didn't understand what was wrong with him, what was happening. And he's going through all this stuff, and apparently one of his friends told their other friend, and they finally believed what was going on with Job, and Job ended up expressing himself in his own way. And it talks about in Job 3:20, and it says, "Wherefore is light given unto him that is misery, and life unto the past, unto the bitter in the soul." And yes, a depressed person does and have a bitter soul, and maybe long for death, and just like Elijah did. And sometimes people dig for death more than buried treasure. No doubt about it. They might feel glad when they're dead just to be out of this world. Some people may be uncertain about their life, and they don't know what steps to take next. And Job didn't feel alone, but God hedged that in. And maybe his friends wouldn't act that way if they were dealing with the same situation, losing their kids and their wealth and their cattle. And it even felt that God constrained him somehow in that regard. So again, the word depression is the focus here. So then Job 3:25, it says, "For the thing which I greatly feared has come upon me, and which is afraid has come upon me." And then in verse 20 it says, "I will not be in safety near, and rest neither, yet I was quiet, yet trouble came." So yes, it's important to understand Job's situation was dire, and it's connected with situational depression. Like, for example, if you have a job and you go to work tomorrow and they fire you, more than likely you're going to be depressed. Maybe if you get hit with COVID for 6 or 7 times, you will probably be depressed. Maybe your best friend dies unexpectedly and wasn't supposed to. You will more than likely have depression.